This feast of the Epiphany that we as a church celebrate is really still part of Christmastide, and Christmastide for us continues even through to the baptism of the Lord. So it's appropriate for us to appreciate these readings and this feast in the context of the Incarnation itself, Christ being born into our world. And so that mystery of God's immense love to enter and to be with us that we celebrate is given a different tone and appreciation in this feast of the Epiphany. In the first reading that we had from the prophet Isaiah, we realize and see that this was an event that was prophesied long before it ever happened. The action of God, God's promise, something that was given through the prophet Isaiah has been fulfilled. And it makes us appreciate how God's prophetic word is even active today. And the second reading that we have from St. Paul to the Ephesians is a reminder for us that just as Paul received that revelation and believed in it, so too we are no different. For God's revelation is given to us, and it is our challenge, our duty, our task, our calling, to make it real in our lives and in our world today. So this journey of the Magi, this traversing and traveling and travail that they undergo, of course, today with this weather that we've gotten, it certainly is a reminder to all of us how difficult journeys can be. But the spiritual journey that you are part of and that is part of your entire life is the most important pilgrimage you can ever make. It is a journey that draws you into the depths of yourself, of your soul, and of your being. And so in the journey of these Magi, we discover something true about our own selves, our journeying to discover the revelation of God in our lives. Christmas isn't about something that happened so long ago. It's about the reality of God's love being born every moment and every day here in our midst and in our lives. And do we have the capacity to see that and to behold that? The very meaning of the word epiphany is to make something manifest, to make it genuine and present to us, to make us aware of it in our lives. Sometimes we can take our faith for granted and assume it's just one other obligation we have. But true faith, faith that touches your heart, faith that speaks to the very fiber of who you are as a person, that is the precious gift that we celebrate. And it is what the Magi came to discover. In the darkness of the night, some shimmering star caught their attention. For ourselves, I invite you this day to pay attention to what are those little flickers of hope, little flickers of faith, little flickers of love that awaken you to a greater mystery being born in the midst of your life. For this is how God works. Not in the grand and the grandiose, but in the very simple and the humble. The gifts of the Magi have always been interpreted as beholding three realities. The gold, which represents the kingly nature of the child born. The frankincense, a sense of homage and honor and glory to the divinity of Christ. And the myrrh, the reality of this child's suffering and the redemption of us all. The Epiphany is about our being aware that the Incarnation has taken flesh and dwells among us. Our becoming aware that this gift of Christmas we celebrate continues to be born in our lives and our relationships to and with one another. For this gift, this incredible reality of what our faith means, calls us into community and into relationship to and with one another. And it is there that the mystery of God continues to unfold. Next Sunday, The season of Christmas draws to its close with the celebration of the baptism of the Lord. So today in the Epiphany we are made aware of a revelation that is present in our lives. And next week we remind ourselves of that mystery born in each of us through the baptism that we share.